Welcome to DIYEasyCrafts.com. Today we're going to take a look at how to easily cut EMT Electrical Conduit. Now EMT stands for Electrical Metallic Tubing. It's used for electrical applications, but we are actually going to use it in a few do-it-yourself projects or builds. It's a very strong material, a very affordable material. We're going to use 3/4 inch tubing that we got from Home Depot, and it's about $5 for a 10-foot piece. I'm going to show you 3 different ways to easily cut it. And then on future videos, I'm going to show you a few do-it-yourself projects that can be made with this stuff. So the first way of cutting it is with a tubing cutter. And these sell for anywhere from, $19.95, I guess, up to about $40. You just mark the length, put the tubing cutter on, tighten it a little bit, not too much, and then spin it around. Every time you go around, you just tighten the knob a little bit more. What's really nice about cutting it with the tubing cutter, and it really doesn't take all that long to get through, is it makes a nice square cut and a pretty clean cut. You do usually have to clamp the vise, or clamp the pipe into a vise, or use a clamp on a work table, because it does require a little bit of force. But nice clean cut, doesn't take all that long to get through this stuff. EMT is considered a thin wall tubing. It's also galvanized. Second way, we're going to use a angle grinder with a metal cutoff wheel. This is very quick, creates a lot of sparks, but very fast way of cutting the tubing. The con is that you do generate quite a bit of a burr, and you have the possibility of being out of square like this one is. You can see one side is a little bit lower than the other. Maybe you can see it a little bit. See what I'm talking about here when I hold the straight edge up to it. Now, one way of combating that is to use a roll of tape. And it doesn't matter what type of tape. I'm using painter's tape, but you could use electrical tape or duct tape. Roll the tape right around the tube so that the edges line up perfectly. If they do, then it's square. And then you can just use that as a visual reference when you're either grinding or cutting it. Now the third and final way that I'm going to show you is just with a Sawzall, with a metal cutting blade. In this case, I'm going to use that tape as a guide, so that I'm going to try to cut it as square as possible. This method also cut through the tubing very quickly. Left a little bit more of a burr than the tubing cutter, but certainly less than the angle grinder. And then if you're using painter's tape, that peels off very quickly. So this EMT, electrical conduit, galvanized, it's really meant for interior use, but certainly can be used outdoors. It may rust a little bit over time. These are the 3 different cuts. The bottom one is tubing cutter, the middle is with a angle grinder, and the top is with the Sawzall. Now, for our projects, I don't have to worry about the burr on the inside. I only have to worry about the burr on the outside. So I'm just going to go to a belt grinder or belt sander and just clean up that burr. That's all I need. If you're using it for electrical work, they make a interior deburr. They just run around and it smooths out that burr. So that's it. A very, very simple video that shows you 3 different options of cutting EMT electrical conduit. If you're interested in the do-it-yourself projects that we're going to make, or some other do-it-yourself projects, check out our website, DIYEasyCrafts.com. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel.